Welcome to the HumanSpark.io series. This should have been automated already. In episode 2, we explore sales call notes, aka the voice of the customer should not live in Steve's brain. Because companies are recording thousands of customer conversations every month and somehow still operating mostly on opinions. And honestly, the workflow is giving 70,000 unread emails energy. You know what is completely insane to me? Companies spend thousands of dollars recording customer calls, and then almost none of that intelligence becomes operational. We are literally paying to collect customer truth at scale, and then treating it like a podcast nobody has time to listen to. Here is what usually happens. A rep finishes a call. Maybe they type a few notes into Salesforce. Maybe not. The recording gets uploaded into Gong or Chorus. Everybody says, "Great conversation," and then it disappears forever. Meanwhile, that customer probably just explained why they are stuck, what they are afraid of, why deals stall internally, how they describe the problem, and what almost made them choose a competitor. That is gold! But most organizations are still operating on anecdotes. One sales leader says customers care about pricing. Marketing thinks it is messaging. Product thinks it is onboarding. Customer success thinks expectations were wrong from the beginning. And honestly, everybody is partially right because nobody can clearly see the patterns across the entire system. This is one of those workflows that should have been automated years ago. Instead of treating calls like recordings, modern organizations treat them like structured intelligence. AI transcribes and analyzes every conversation automatically. Not just summaries, actual signal extraction. It identifies recurring objections, emotional hesitation, competitor mentions, implementation concerns, buying committee dynamics, urgency triggers, sentiment shifts, and deal risk indicators. But here is the important part most companies miss. The value is not the transcript. The value is the system you build around the transcript. Imagine every customer call automatically feeding a centralized intelligence hub. Every objection gets categorized. Every competitor mention gets tracked. Every pain point gets mapped by industry, persona, or deal size. Now marketing can see the exact phrases customers use before they buy. Sales enablement identifies where deals consistently slow down. Customer success spots onboarding friction before accounts become churn risks. Product teams prioritize based on recurring customer behavior instead of whoever yelled the loudest in Slack that week. Most organizations already have the inputs: Gong or Chorus, Salesforce, Zendesk, Slack, product usage data, customer surveys. The problem is those systems operate like disconnected islands. The practical shift is creating workflows that connect them. For example, AI summarizes every call automatically, categorizes key themes, routes insights into dashboards, and helps leadership review patterns across the business. Now, instead of saying, "I think customers care about implementation speed," you can actually see how often it comes up, who says it, when it appears, and whether it correlates to stalled deals or faster closes. The issue is not collection, it is connection. We built systems for storing conversations but not learning from them. So companies end up with hundreds of hours of customer intelligence trapped in software, while teams continue making decisions based on gut instinct and whoever talked the most in the meeting. Also, can we retire the phrase tribal knowledge at some point? If your company's most valuable customer insight only exists inside Steve from Sales's brain, that is not a strategy. That is a hostage situation. What changes with AI is not just efficiency, it is organizational awareness. Marketing improves messaging faster. Sales sees patterns earlier. Customer success gets proactive. Product teams prioritize based on real-world friction instead of assumptions. This is what AI should actually be doing. Not just helping people write follow-up emails faster. helping organizations turn conversations into intelligence that drives better decisions across the business. Because honestly, this should have been automated already. And if you want to learn how to build systems like this inside your organization, give me a call. That is exactly what we do at HumanSpark.io.